Welcome to the Put on Waivers Media Group, home of the Put on Raiders podcast and the Student Body Right podcast. This is your place for the best breakdowns and the best insight for those who fight on and bleed silver and black. Now, here are your hosts, Dwayne Douglas and Ryan Holmes.
And welcome everybody to the glorious episode of the Put on Raiders podcast. I'm your host, Dwayne Douglas, along with Coach B, and we are podcasting on the beautiful shores of the Pacific Ocean. This is our cross episode, so we always, when we talk about our USC stuff, we will talk about Raiders, Chargers, same division, rivals. We all know how that goes. How's everything going in Charger land right now, as far as injuries or whatever? The rookies acclimating themselves. What's going on?
Well, Najee shooting himself in the face with the fireworks didn't help right now. So he's been
that's why he's out of practice.
Yeah, he's a full on shades. Like he's been in literally like the blue blocker shades you get from the doctor that they do dilate your eyes.
He said blue blockers. I can't believe I haven't seen those commercials in forever. Blue blockers.
He's in nose right now. So Najee right now is not he's not practicing. Quentin Johnson is still dropping passes that hit him square in the numbers. Who else? Lambert's actually looking pretty good. He's running with the 2s and 3s, but he's catching everything, which was a fear hit with him coming out because he had some drops problems. Trey Harris is doing the things that we want Trey Harris to do, that we need Trey Harris to do, right? And being that guy. So as long as he stays doing that, I think if he's the guy that we have to take top off of defense, then we'll be fine. Ladd is being Ladd, you know what I mean? But they're really putting the focus on Trey Harris, trying to get him acclimated quickly. Marion Hampton, nothing with the running back. They're showing a lot of blocking stuff and catching stuff with him. I don't think we'll see anything too substantial until, we get to this preseason game. The question is, though, how many starters are going to play this Hall of Fame game? So that should be interesting to see. Harbaugh has been real non-committal on having the starters play in this Hall of Fame game.
Okay.
So.
And everybody has 3, right?
What was that?
And everybody has 3. I think everybody has 3 preseason games now. It's not.
Yeah, we have 4. Well, we have 4 because of this, but yeah.
Oh, because that's it. So yeah, my bad for you. So you have to be. It's hard. It's hard because in the National Football League, it's just so difficult because the last thing you want to do is have somebody get hurt in a preseason game. People are going to kill you for it. People are going to kill you for it. So we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens there as far as that goes. What does Herbert have to do for you? Because I know Herbert is very kind of a controversial, not controversial, but when we talk about him, people will, and it's obviously some fans are get on him for not, performing in the playoffs and stuff like that. But what were your thoughts about Herbert going forward?
To me, he doesn't have to do anything for me. The kid is showing me everything I need to see. I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of. It's the things around him. Can those things step up, right? Can we put those pieces in place? We're still reeling from Telesco's draft of Quentin Johnson. We're still reeling from his J.C. Jackson huge contract that we ended up giving him back to New England, right? So it's just there's pieces around him. And then Mike Williams goes down. And not that I thought Mike was going to be some,
retired.
He got hurt first, then he retired, right? So there was really no coming back. And then you haven't attacked. We haven't attacked any free agent wide receivers, which bothers me. Amari Cooper still on the board, stuff like that. So other pieces around him, gonna be. I question more of, and it's sad, right? I question more what we're doing organizationally than him. Organizationally, I thought this organization should have been under better construction from far as Harbaugh and Ortiz and what they do and we cut people and didn't spend any money. Why? So why cut all these people? Why get all this draft? I mean, this cap relief, not to spend it at all. I
Yeah.
mean, we did a little bit of spending, but there was a lot more spending we could have did, right? A lot more spending we had action at. You got Najee Harris, but Nick Chubb was out there on the board. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, listen. So, I mean, I look at it as Justin has to do nothing for me. I've seen the kid come back in games. I've seen the kid have to put the team on his shoulders. He has been the reason why we've made the playoffs. So when people tend to say things, I'm like, you don't watch us. So when I can tell by the way you talk that you don't watch us.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell by the way when you say things about Justin Herbert that you don't watch the Chargers play football. You just watch the box score and that's it. You haven't watched the ills of our team. You didn't watch him having to run for his life because interior pressures in his face. And we had Bradley Bozeman, who was supposed to be. He had brought him in last season to be comfortable because he was with Greg Roman in with the Ravens, and he was supposed to be comfortable. And this guy has been set on his pockets, like he's just sitting down, like okay, let me, like the little kids in Pop Warner when they just sit down and cross Indian style, they start picking the grass. That's what
Yeah.
Bradley was doing at center last year. Like it was just pointless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, I like what I don't have a problem with Justin. I know a lot of people do. Justin's not my issue. I can look at a host of things around him, and I can tell you that nobody's had a worse cast in the league than him. Nobody's had a worse cast and do to drag that team to the playoffs between the cast, the coaching, and mind you, he's gotten better coaching now. But we're talking most people when they address him, they talk about his whole career. So I'm good with him. I'm good with the kid,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Interesting. Defensively, what are your thoughts about where they're going defensively?
I want to see more of Cam Hart. You know what I mean? I do want to see more Cam Hart at corner. I
Mhm.
did not like what we did at safety because last season we were pulling safeties off the couch, literally.
Yep.
Guys who weren't in the league saying, "Hey, we need you to come help us finish the season," and then we don't address it this season. They say, "Oh, we brought Elijah Molden back." That's not addressing it. Addressing it would have been in the draft. Addressing it would have been going to get what's his name from Atlanta that's still on the Simmons, Justin Simmons.
He's still a free agent.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably get him for pretty. He's waiting for somebody to get hurt.
We've gotten that already. Elijah Moto, who
Yeah.
just signed, was already hurt. So again, addressing it somehow is what we should have did, right? We need to address these things, and we haven't done that,
Yeah.
right? We just haven't done that. So defensively, I mean, letting Bosa go was thank you God. Finally, he's off my team.
Yeah.
I've been wanting this for years. Like he's been in so many trade packages in my thoughts and dreams that it was pathetic, right? I've traded this guy every offseason. Um, so I'm happy about that. I'm hoping we can get a full season out of Junior Colston and Dion Henley. I'm hoping we get a full season with them two together. You know what I mean? In our defense, because last year we didn't have Colston most of the year, and Dion was playing, and he's playing out of position. You know, he needs that help. He's an undersized backer. So hopefully we can get a full season out of those guys. We get a full season out of those guys. I think defensively will be fine. It's just a matter of can we move the ball offensively? Take top of a defense. Are we playing 15 yards in the box again? Where it helps defenses just um they it helps them we help them defend us. I think defensively for us though, bringing Khalil Mack back was a godsend. He's helped Thule grow so much. Thule's a monster. Thule is a monster. I'm
Yeah.
so glad we ended up drafting that. You know, we loved him coming out of school, but
Yeah.
now, I mean, the game has grown to so many new heights. That kid
Yeah.
is a monster.
Yep. Well, he's gonna be a good one. For the Raiders, real quick, I'm gonna go. You know, I, I think the biggest thing for me is that this whole thing with Geno Smith is like, I was not against Geno Smith coming over. I'm more of against Geno Smith um just being the primary option. I thought they should have drafted a quarterback. I think the Raiders are still one injury away from Aiden O'Connell being starting games. I mean, I would have. I mean, I would have loved. I would love to see like hey, if he's playing well, but week 7 he got hurt. I mean, like whether you like Shador or not, like when we started to drop, it made even more sense when he started to drop. Like, you know what I mean? Just make the freaking make that move. I would have loved to do it. I would love if the Raiders did what the Giants did. You know, they end up getting a quarterback. I mean, and drafting a top player, and then drafting a quarterback, so they were good to go. That's what I would have done. But you know, the whole thing with Christian Wilkins is a very interesting situation because I don't know why that situation took place. I don't know, as far as, you know, now you're gonna hear little leaks here and there about, hey, he's this, he's that, whatever. I think the Raiders didn't want to pay him. They're gonna use the injury rehab to not pay him, and then if they win their arbitration or whatever, the hearing, then they're gonna say, oh, see, we saved some money. And if they don't win, they're gonna say, oh, we had to pay him anyway. So move on. But I would have want him to be on this defensive line, whether it's this year or next year, because they don't. Adam Butler and Tyree Wilson and JJ Pegasus and you know, who else we got here? I think they have another guy here who Tonquin I forgot the guy's name. I can't remember, but another guy, Hemingway, is another guy they have. Those guys are not, they just don't, they just can't do it. I mean, they're not.
They don't scare anybody.
They don't scare anybody. They don't scare anybody. They don't scare anybody.
So was it true? Was it true that as far as Wilkins, and I read this, and I don't know if it was 100% true. Was it true that he didn't have he didn't have an actual return to play? Like there was some uncertainty when he was going to come back. Was that true? There was no real timeline.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard. I knew something was up because I never heard. We have a lot of experience in hearing press conferences by Coach Carroll, and I never heard him just say be so down on a player. Like, and I was just like, because usually he has a burst. He's a little bit of that enthusiasm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And he was just like, he had none of that. When talking about Christian Wilkins, he was like, we don't know. It's very, very solemn and very like, you know, very like, you know, melancholy, whatever you want to call it, whatever word you want to use. But so that was a tough situation for him. And I think that was really, you know, kind of the end for me. And like for a lot of people, like it sounds like he wanted to play. They want him to go under the knife. And there was kind of a back and forth there. And then he just, you know, so they end up cutting him. We'll see. Again, this is, you know, Gladys Knights and the Pips. We know Gladys Knight's name, but we don't know any of the Pips names when you look at Max Crosby and the rest of this defense. Let's just be real. Like, I mean, let's just be real. And then Max Crosby is also a guy who he plays too many snaps. He literally plays. He looks like the defensive player of the year for 10 weeks, and then, so after it's upstairs. So at that point, you're sitting there like you're in a tough situation with him. So, you know, the general manager talked about having him take less snaps. You have to do that, but then how do you do that when it's when you're playing Andre Carter II on a series? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it is what I mean. Like, listen, they walked into a situation where I think they were smart in the situation. They said, okay, you can make an argument, the top 6 teams in football defensively are in the AFC West.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a real conversation. And if you guys get a safety, it puts you up even higher. So they went out and tried to become a better offensive team to at least try to score points. And then, because you can't fix everything in one offseason, maybe hopefully they can get leads in games, and then you can hope the pass rush can do work. And then, you know, Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby hopefully can take over games. But they're in a situation where I don't know what they're doing. And I think the one thing that really kind of continues to bother me, no matter who takes over, there is a questionable veteran who gets cut.
Right.
Like whether it's Antonio Brown, whether it's Devontae Adams, whether it's I forgot the the pass rusher from the Chandler Jones, who I mean, like and it's now it's Christian Wilkins. So it's always something with them, and it also no matter whoever comes in, they just don't really they attack the job, and they never attack the quarterback position. I just don't understand. Like I don't get it. I never understand how they keep doing it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. He's 34. I mean, he's 34 years old. His birthday is October. His birthday's not. He's gonna be 35 years old this year. Geno Smith, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
You have to hope that you're running the ball very well with Geno Smith. You have to hope that play action game is going to be amazing for this to work.
Yeah. I mean, it's listen. Bauer's got his numbers with ass quarterbacks last year. So some guys are going to get. I mean, these guys are going to get. You give somebody enough targets, they're going to get.
Right.
They're going to get their numbers. So I'm not worried about that part of it. I just, what are they going to do? I think the first 5 to 6 weeks, it should probably be tough to defend because Chip Kelly has not been in the league for a little bit. So so you have that to worry about it. But I mean, but again, Chip Kelly is one of those guys who can dial up 4 or 5 plays that are going to be wide open. Gino has to hit those.
Yeah.
Yeah. and the question was not they can block up front. Like I don't know. We can be happy about all these weapons with the Raiders, but then like let's be honest, like can they block it up front? Is Genti running into a wall and has like 3.8 yards per carry? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a big thing.
17 weeks, that's definitely going to be a lot for him. And I definitely see the wall because, like you said, being one thing that the AFC West has is that we have defenses across the board.
Across the board. Denver's defense, it looks nasty.
It looks disgusting.
It looks nasty.
Scary. I mean, that defense is scary.
If Barron turns out to be a player,
yeah,
like it looks even nastier. So
right,
yeah.
So I mean, now that you have that, I don't. Geno's gonna have to make some. He's gonna have to make some throws for you guys to win football games.
Yeah, and I mean, can they go? I mean, can they win? Last year, I think they were. I think they were over the division last year. I mean, can they make a jump and go? I mean, I think I would call this if they went 2-4 in the division, that's a success. You gotta be realistic. I mean, for them to have a winning record, if they went 4-2, then that's obviously he's coach of the year. But,
for sure.
What I mean? Yeah, you're coach of the year, but like I don't see that. Last question before I let you go. And we're doing like a cross episode here with Raiders and Chargers here. Can this Charger team win the division?
I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there offensively. I think we're too young offensively.
Does it disappoint you that you're not?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I am the pieces that we have that we're hoping to help us elevate this to the offense. I don't think is there. Yeah. I need 2 years, and the reason I'm disappointed is there have been pieces that we should have went and got that could have put us in that place.
Yes.
Right? You put us in that place. So yes, I'm disappointed because there's free agency. We didn't hit it as hard as we should have. You know what I mean? Offensive interior wise, right? We didn't hit it at the receiver position like we should have. We didn't hit it at the running back position like we should have.
Yep.
Along with the draft picks, we didn't do what we should have in spending money.
Yep. No question.
So yes, we're young, and the team is so young outside of Khalil Mack and maybe the veteran offensive lineman they brought in to help the other old linemen, but key positions we're still old.
Yes. Yeah.
Except for tackle.
Yeah.
And quarterback, like other key position was still old. So yeah, I don't. It's very disappointing to think that we had opportunity in the last 2 years we had opportunity. Maybe not last year before, I believe, with the Chiefs struggling like they were.
Yep.
To win it, to at least win the division.
They swept you last year, right? They swept you last year?
Yeah. To at least win the division. We didn't. I'm probably going to go to Arrowhead this year to go to that game because I'm not going to. I'm not flying out of the country week one.
Such a it's such a it's such a gross stadium. They have the worst stadium in the division. They do. Sorry. I mean, you got the best team. So for Chiefs fans, like I'd rather have what you have. I'd rather have the worst best team and the worst.
Yeah,
the worst stadium.
If you're back at the Coliseum but you're winning Super Bowls, you really don't care, right?
I would not care. I would not care. If they got,
could have been falling apart now when they.
You got mice and raccoons in the broadcast booth. I don't care. If they're winning Super Bowls, who cares?
Super Bowls, bud.
Who would care?
We're back at Qualcomm and it's falling apart. I could care less.
It was falling apart. It was pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's crazy. Last thing is Bradley Bozeman gonna hold on to that center spot.
No, they're already trying new guys in that position.
So my thing is this: is like. I like the rest of the offensive line, but bro, Andre James is not it, dude.
And that tells you where they are with Bradley Bozeman because they're trying Andre James at center.
Oh, that's brutal, dude.
We've tried Zion.
That makes me even more upset that Christian Wilkins didn't work out with the Raiders. That makes me
we tried Zion Johnson a little bit. We tried Andre James. They're saying they're glowing praises for him in the press conferences, which makes me really nervous.
He's brutal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal. But I mean, you even had depth with Becton too, as well too. So that should be good. All right, Brand Nation and bolt up people. Bolt up people out there in charge of land. See you next time. Take care.